Perhaps philosophy does not teach us how to escape death. Instead, it teaches us how to live calmly within the limits of a finite life. To those thinking launch, driven by curiosity, today we continue exploring a very old philosophical question. If life is finite, how should we respond to that fact? In earlier episodes, we discussed the Greek philosopher Epicurus. He offered a famous argument. Death, he said, cannot harm us because all good or bad things require experience, and death removes experience completely. So Epicurus concluded when we exist, death is not present, and when death arrives, we no longer exist. From this perspective, death cannot be something we experience as harm. Epicurean philosophy tries to remove the fear of death through reasoning. If death cannot be experienced, then it cannot harm us. The fear of death therefore comes from misunderstanding, and the goal of this argument is tranquility. But another philosophical tradition offers a different response. The Stoics, Stoic philosophers believe that death is part of nature, and if something belongs to nature, it should not be feared. The Roman Stoic philosopher Seneca once suggested that people fear not death itself, but the idea of death. Another Stoic thinker, Epictetus, introduced a very important distinction. Some things are within our control, others are not, and death clearly belongs to the second category. So Stoic philosophy recommends a simple principle. Focus on what lies within your control. Your judgments, your decisions, your actions. These belong to you. But many things in life, wealth, reputation, even life itself, do not fully belong to us. When something lies beyond our control, the Stoics suggested acceptance, not resignation, but clarity. The Stoics also practiced an unusual exercise. They would deliberately imagine losing things, losing wealth, losing status, even losing life itself. This exercise is often called negative visualization. By imagining loss, people reduce their fear of it, and at the same time, they learn to appreciate what they have. If we compare Epicurus and the Stoics, something interesting appears. They follow two different paths. Epicurus tries to remove fear through reasoning. The Stoics try to reduce fear through practice and display. One path relies on understanding, the other relies on training, but the goal is remarkably similar: inner tranquility. When we recognize that life is finite, we may respond in two ways: with anxiety or with clarity. Perhaps philosophy does not teach us how to escape death. Instead, it teaches us how to live calmly within the limits of a finite life. Thank you for watching those thinking lounge. Stay curious, and I will see you next time.